welcome back to 843 TV. I'm sitting here with JOToole, who's the Executive Director for the EDC. Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
We need to continue our conversation about what's going on and what's happening. So tell us a little bit about the results. We had the Converge seminar in January. What's going on with those results for us?
Well, that was thematically Converge, and we'll be talking more about the Converge theme, but it's about all of our partners coming together. And so at that particular event, one of the speaking sessions that really resonated with residents, we had folks in from the Marine Corps, we had folks in from South Carolina Department of Agriculture, and then our partners in the open space environmental. And so you touched on it earlier that there's all these pressures. You've got housing development, you've got commercial development, you've got interests securing land to preserve it as open space and keep habitats intact, which makes a lot of sense. But what we're looking at is trying to create a canvas that future generations can paint prosperity on, if you will. And so we're looking, county councils funded us over the next 5 years to the tune of $17.5 million to buy some parcels of land where development can occur so that we can keep our comprehensive plan and keep a lot of what we love about Beaufort County intact, but also making sure that there's a place for people to provide in a dignified way for their families. So I'll rattle off a few conceptually. Most of them would be up in northern Beaufort County, closer to I-95 near exit 38. So if you think about...
What town is that?
That would be Yemassee. Yemassee is the name. So as you drive up 21 out of Beaufort and 21, and then you would go on 17 a little bit up north of Sheldon Church, Old Sheldon Church. There's a 500-acre parcel. We're looking at securing up there and working with our environmental interest on preserving some 2,400 for open space and habitat in conjunction with that. So that was a real positive out of our conference this year, both with policymakers and residents to kind of exhale and be comfortable with the fact that the Economic Development Corp isn't going to tear down paradise and put up a parking lot.
You know, and everybody's really fear. We don't want to become like a Miami. We love Miami, don't get me wrong, but to have the high rises and all that, it's just we're the Lowcountry.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes Hilton Head, Beaufort, Bluffton special. Isn't there a limit to how high a building can be built?
Yeah, a lot of times it's feet and floors, but scale-wise, and we think of that in terms of economic development. I touched on kind of the projects you hear around South Carolina, a Scout Motors going in, or a BMW, or a Mercedes plant, a tire plant. It's not really a good fit for what Beaufort residents expect. And then I've shared this with you before, but we've had people say, Beaufort reminds me of Charleston 30 years ago. And Charleston's a wonderful city, constantly rated really high as a business location, and it's great. It is so close to us. It's a great place to go and eat and visit. But in Beaufort County, we want to kind of maintain a scale and make sure that our infrastructure can support any of the growth. And so, like I said earlier, we've done 70 projects in 70 years, and we've had residential meetings about projects where residents have concerns. And to date, we haven't had an environmental group or not in my backyard group oppose anything we've done. And the reason is because we bring projects really quickly to the community. And if the community said no, we would tell the developer, I don't think that's a really good fit here.
Also, it's a lot of transparency.
Yes,
I mean, that's the key, because it's like a tightrope walk sometimes, I can imagine. And so many people are eager to build. The business is coming in, but yet you want to keep your green space. And it's a quality of life. And I think that I love, when you go visit their website, what is your website, Thrive?
Thrive Beaufort.
Beaufort.
ThriveBeaufort.org.
Yes, just go on it and take a look because it gives you a great feel of the philosophy, and I think that's really important as we talk about this. But we'll be right back with more 843 TV with John. We're going to have another conversation about the Lowcountry.